Yo, and welcome to the No Money Marketing Podcast, where we talk about how you can do great marketing even when you don't have a whole lot of money. I'm your host, Jessie Paul, and I'm the author of 2 books on this topic. And it's March, and we're celebrating International Women's Day the whole month. And we're really privileged to have with us today Cathy Chandhok, whom I've known for a long time as a marketing expert. And she's now the marketing maestro at Quality Kiosk and was formerly a key player at Infogain. So, Cathy, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jessie. It's great to be here and great to be associated with you. I've always considered you a mentor and inspiration.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's like the best way to start a podcast. Yeah, so you've been in tech marketing for, I think, 25 years, or is it more?
No, 20 years.
20 years, yeah. And during this time, I think, B2B generally hasn't had a whole lot of money to burn, so to speak. It's always been a challenger. It's always been, a cost center. So how do we make the best of it?
Well, thanks, Jessie. And I think I'd like to just step back and, maybe question the assumption about frugal marketing and just say that, yes, certainly there's situations that any marketer has been in where frugal marketing becomes the compelling need of the day. But before that, then let's step back and say, why frugal marketing? Is it because we're at maybe a founder-owned company where the business traditionally has just walked in the door and maybe the company was not previously in any kind of market competition? Or are there other factors that have led to maybe a dominance of other functions within the company? So yes, well, let's talk about frugal marketing, but also let's step back and understand that marketing can be and is a key element of a company's success. And we should be ready as executives to fight the battle for funds as needed, using an approach of painting the picture of what is success and then working backwards from there about what are the inputs to success, what are the resources that are needed, based on known market approaches.
So can you tell me, how did you manage to convince your boss to give more? Like, what's worked for you?
Math. Okay. Yes. Working through funnels, showing the progression of demand generation down through closed opportunities, showing the conversion rates, working backwards from there to show that, this amount of revenue, you actually need 1,200 leads, and the market rate for a lead in our industry is X. And some simple math like that. I do find senior executives are very numbers oriented, so play along with them, be in that game.
Okay, that's a very logical approach to it. Can I tell you what I tried once? Didn't work, but I got something out of it.
Sure.
I had badges printed which said vote for 25. And so whoever was my ally had to wear the badge and walk into the meeting with the chairman. Why is everybody wearing this? Because I won 25 million.
Absolutely. Gaining support among your peers is the key input to getting the approvals that you need. Working at the function head level, working at the board member level, if you have those contacts as well.
Perfect. It looks like you've had a string of successes, but there must have been some challenges that you overcame along the way.
The issues that I have come across often in terms of failures would be not meeting stakeholder needs, not meeting my own objectives for the department due to lack of resources. And so then, I came across a LinkedIn post by Virginia Sharma.
Oh, yeah, I know Virginia Sharma.
Great, at Google. And so she published a post that has stayed with me ever since about 2 key things that a senior leader needs to know. One is called OPP, and the other is called OPM. So OPP is, can you guess?
Organization, people, process.
1 out of 3, other people's people.
Okay.
And OPM.
Other people's metrics?
Other people's money.
Okay.
So that is a situation that I've been in, even at Quality Kiosk. I am building a team from scratch, but I have way too few resources, and it comes to bite me, in a variety of situations. So what did I do? Well, I identified a group of brand new grads from business schools, such as FMS, et cetera, that had been inducted into the company, not in my department, but across the company, there's a group of 10, 11 folks. And so with those folks, I attended one of their early sessions, kind of support sessions, just to see how everyone is doing. And I proposed to them that even though they are working in other organizations within the company, if they would like an above and beyond assignment, like a challenger assignment, and I scoped out 10, well-defined tasks that could be achieved with, say, 3-4 hours a week across 4 months, and said, okay, this is your September through December opportunity to learn about marketing, do something fun, maybe learn some MarTech, align to your LinkedIn profile, and explore a potential new direction for your career. And so I did that at 6 p.m. on a Thursday. And by 6 p.m. on Friday, all 10 of them had accepted one of those things. And so much resources I got using this other people's people approach to frugal marketing.
Wow. Actually, other people's money, I've actually done some of that with partner money. It's a money that's rarely utilized, but the partners have money to give. So that's other people's money.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed. I've come to learn I'm not a natural negotiator myself, but if I'm sponsoring at an industry event, negotiating is a thing that I can negotiate for more. And then also on the partner side, negotiating is a thing. They actually have a lot of flexibility, and with the right story and with the right amount of effort, that money can be forthcoming from partners or joint activities that are really win-win situations.
I like it. OPP and OPM. Yeah, it's a great principle. Okay. So I'm going to switch track a little bit now. And, I looked online and, you're a mom to two adult daughters now. So did your professional life in any way inform your upbringing of them?
Well, in my experience, children may listen to their parents, but they definitely model and repeat their parents. And so by modeling the right behavior, then the children will basically follow along in that path. And so I've seen that in my own daughter, who is, like me, a University of Michigan graduate. She majored in French and cognitive science and ended up in marketing, just like me. And so I don't know if that is a case of following in the footsteps, but possibly, that is the way it is. And also, observing what decisions are being made in difficult times, and also observing prioritization, like what comes first, hard work or relaxing.
That's a balancing act. Do you have any similar-ish advice for working mothers out there?
Well, so working mothers can be celebrated. And congratulations to all of you for exploring both sides of your personality, being there for your family, and also having the drive to get out there and contribute to the larger community, the professional community, growing your own skills and taking the opportunities that are out there to make an impact. So, congratulations. That's the first thing I would say. Advice, there's advice all over the internet, right? Try to enjoy. Don't worry about taking leave when you need to. The career will be there for you. Do what you need to, do what's right for your family. And at the same time, be responsible in prioritizing the time you allocate to work. Dedicate time to learning. In consulting, they say you are not a consultant unless you're learning 1 hour a day. But why, if that's like a key input, we can all be at the level of being consultants by simply dedicating 1 hour of our day to learning.
That's good advice. And, you have a pretty young team in Quality Kiosk. What kind of changes do you think the impact of Gen Z is bringing to you in the workplace?
Well, Gen Z folks are not only my team, they're also my buyers. So in IT services, we're seeing, especially in the United States, that there's been a turnover of the generation, so that the buyers today are 25 to 45 years old. And so these folks are different in that they expect their work environment to be as responsive and natural as their offline and personal browsing environment. And so that means making content available, making resources available very easily with little in between. Content should be on demand, and the tools should be very smooth. And that's true also for the internal team. They expect tools that work. They expect processes that are smooth, and they expect a good experience. And I think that's only fair that the young folks today, they have their life ahead of them. They need to see that where they are today is going to contribute to their personal growth, as well as allowing them to have a personal life that is rewarding.
You know, many of them do aspire to leadership roles as well. And what's your advice for someone aiming for that?
The first thing that I say is that leadership is not something that is genetic. It's not assigned to some people and not to others. It's about opportunity and grabbing the opportunity and wanting the opportunity and believing that the opportunity is yours for the taking. And so that is the number one thing I would say is never assume that you cannot. Always assume that you can, and then look for the way to make it happen. There's this book, The Secret. And I guess I have to say I'm a believer because even in the recent days, then I experienced an issue. And then by simply saying I need a solution to this issue, then it pops up. And so, so likewise for women seeking leaderships, just get out there and articulate it. And make it clear that you want it and make the universe know that that's what you want and see what happens.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to wrap up with a quick fire round.
Okay.
And you don't know what the questions are, nor do I, because I just make them up on the spot. So starting off with the quick fire round, LinkedIn or Instagram?
LinkedIn.
Tex-Mex or pasta?
Tex-Mex.
Taylor Swift or Kendrick Lamar?
Taylor Swift.
AI or handwritten?
AI.
Designer or Vodka Bazaar?
Quirky.
Okay, thank you so much. You've been a fun guest, and we look forward to catching up more with you. And I will post the links to your bio on LinkedIn so my listeners can find out more about you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure, and wishing everybody all the best for this International Women's Month.